Get ready for the action because we are diving straight into the NBA drama. Matt Guzman revealed what Spurs guard Devin Vassell guaranteed this morning. Victor Wembanyama will keep blocking shots, and the Timberwolves are ready to voice their displeasure about it. We break down the fallout from Chris Finch's recent comments and what this means for the upcoming matchups.
Here's a simple way to protect your phone without stress. This ALEN 3-pack comes with tempered glass screen protectors, camera lens protectors, and an installation frame for an easier, cleaner fit. It's clear, case-friendly, and built to help guard against scratches and everyday bumps. Check the link in the comments to get it on Amazon.
Next up, Victor Wembanyama's incredible defensive masterpiece. In Game 1 has left one major rival seriously questioning everything. We look at the stunning 12 blocks he recorded and the intense reaction from Rudy Gobert, who couldn't help but comment on the officiating and his own experience. But the battle isn't over. We examine how the Timberwolves unleashed a relentless attack plan against Victor Wembanyama and the Spurs in Game 1, and discover the subtle strategic adjustment that could allow San Antonio to crush Minnesota in Game 2. Finally, Kevin O'Connor breaks down exactly how Minnesota was not afraid to continue challenging Victor Wembanyama in the paint, wearing him down throughout the game. Don't miss a second of this intense analysis. Stay with us for the rest of the coverage. Spurs guard Devin Vassell confirmed two key outcomes for this morning's shoot-around. Victor Wembanyama is expected to continue his strong shot-blocking performance, and the Timberwolves are anticipated to express their dissatisfaction with the situation. Vassell commented on the recent remarks made by coach Chris Finch, stating, "They always have something to say." This exchange highlights ongoing commentary and tension within the league regarding team dynamics and coaching statements. Victor Wembanyama delivered a defensive masterclass in Game 1 for the San Antonio Spurs against the Minnesota Timberwolves, a performance that has sparked intense debate among rivals and officials. Despite the Spurs ultimately falling in a close 104-102 loss, Wembanyama's defensive impact was undeniable. Wembanyama recorded a historic 12 blocks in the contest, shattering the previous play-by-play era record of 10 blocks, a mark previously shared by Mark Eaton, Hakeem Olajuwon, and Andrew Bynum. However, the Timberwolves secured the victory thanks to a strong performance from Anthony Edwards and a late-game surge. The defensive spectacle prompted immediate reactions. Timberwolves star Rudy Gobert, in a post-game interview, lightheartedly commented on the play, stating, "He fouled me on the first one, but if you look at them, probably 3 or 4. I wish I had that type of treatment too." More critically, Timberwolves head coach Chris Finch raised serious concerns regarding officiating. Finch suggested that at least 4, possibly 5 of Wembanyama's blocks should have been ruled goaltending. Under NBA rules, touching the ball after it hits the backboard while on its upward or downward path constitutes goaltending. Finch noted that Wembanyama's exceptional length and timing make these plays extremely difficult for referees to judge, often leaving insufficient time to confirm legality. Finch expressed concern that the lack of goaltending calls was troubling, especially considering Wembanyama's 7'6" frame and aggressive style, suggesting it increases the probability of borderline calls. The controversy highlights the growing challenge of officiating plays involving players of Wembanyama's stature. The San Antonio Spurs have a significant opportunity to overcome the Timberwolves in Game 2 of the semifinals, provided Victor Wembanyama implements a subtle strategic adjustment to his defensive approach. In Game 1, the Timberwolves employed a relentless offensive strategy against Wembanyama, resulting in 12,000 shots blocked, though the team ultimately wore him down. Analysts suggest a tactical shift, mirroring the approach of Tim Duncan, could flip the game's momentum. Wembanyama possesses a unique ability to block shots without committing fouls, a skill that, when combined with energy conservation, could be key. The suggestion is for him to protect the rim effectively without relying solely on high leaps, thereby conserving energy for offensive possessions. This strategy aligns with the principle of funneling opponents into contested mid-range jumpers rather than engaging in constant physical battles. Wembanyama's physical advantages, including his 8-foot reach and 9'7" standing reach, give him exceptional rim protection. Mastering a more energy-efficient blocking technique could allow him to maintain this defensive dominance while retaining sufficient stamina for offensive duties. While Wembanyama's shooting has been inconsistent, the focus should shift to limiting high-volume attempts. Furthermore, the Spurs need to address the issue of Wembanyama not engaging enough in the interior, a deficiency that the Timberwolves exploited. The physical pressure exerted by Minnesota has been a factor, but the Spurs have shown an ability to adjust quickly when they falter. The loss in Game 1 was attributed to missed opportunities and uncharacteristic turnovers, issues that the team has demonstrated an ability to correct. With the team's recent improvement in executing Spurs basketball, Game 2 presents a clear path for the Spurs to regain control. Minnesota Timberwolves demonstrated relentless pressure on Victor Wembanyama inside the paint during their recent matchup, according to analysis from the Kevin O'Connor Show. The focus of the game, as highlighted by O'Connor, was the Timberwolves' decision to continuously challenge Wembanyama in the restricted area. The team initiated this strategy immediately, attempting to test him on the first 2 possessions, securing a block on the initial attempt and another block on the second possession, potentially resulting in a goal line situation. Despite this early action, the challenge did not cease. O'Connor noted that the Timberwolves maintained this aggressive approach throughout the game, with 51% of their shots originating from the paint, a high percentage when Wembanyama has been on the floor in the 5 games he has played. This sustained pressure is viewed as an effective tactic to wear down the opponent. Furthermore, the analysis touched upon the effectiveness of players like Shannon, whose downhill prowess and ability to drive were noted as factors that suggested the opposition might be underestimating Wembanyama's capabilities. O'Connor also reflected on the initial reactions to Wembanyama's presence, recalling instances where players, such as Austin Reeves, initially believed they had an advantage, only to realize the difficulty of attacking him, noting that simply moving a hand across the rim proved to be a key defensive tool against him.